Hi, everybody. Rob here again at Power Learning Solutions. And today, what I would like to talk about is an idea for an ethical application of the use of artificial intelligence tools by students. Now, I often ask my students to create videos for a number of purposes. In some cases, it's part of instructional design courses, and the mechanics of video creation is the actual point of the activity. So in that case, I wouldn't recommend using AI tools because I want to see that my students actually know how to use video editing tools, how to make sure that they're compliant with digital accessibility requirements, closed captions, things like that, the design of their on-screen text and images, their presence while they're speaking, their timing, all that sort of stuff. But in other cases, I frequently ask my students to create video presentations to summarize major projects that they've been working on. For instance, in one of my applied research project courses, which is kind of a capstone course for one of the programs that I teach in at Cape Breton University, uh, students are asked to hand in a full research report at the end of the course. It's kind of like a mini dissertation, 20, 30, 40 pages divided up into the typical 5 chapters. But they're also asked to create a short, 10-minute long video to share with their classmates and perhaps some of their colleagues at their own school that summarizes what inspired their work, how they conducted it, and what they learned and what their recommendations are. It's more so an opportunity to share their work because not everybody in their class is going to have the chance to read 20 or 30 page long papers. And it's a quick way to share the exciting work that they've been doing with their colleagues at work. Now, the caveat here, I'm at Cape Breton University in the province of Nova Scotia in Canada. My students are operating under a blanket ethics approval under Section 6 of the province's research ethics guidelines. That means they don't need to go through a full REB review for each individual student project because they're conducting it as teachers in their own classrooms as part of their post-secondary studies, but they also can't publish their work. So that does add a little bit of a complication to the mechanics of creating and sharing a video summary. But in this video, I'm going to walk through an example using some of my own work and show you and show my own students how they can use an AI tool to create a video summary that they can share with their classmates and how it's actually an ethical use of an AI tool. It's not an example of plagiarism or cheating or academic dishonesty. Now, for my example, I'm going to use this paper here, which was published back in December of 2025. It's a paper I worked on with 3 of my colleagues from the US and from South Africa. And we were looking at CBU's new alternative pathway program, our accelerated online Bachelor of Education program. And we were exploring the efficacy of that program compared to our on campus program and the impacts of that program for all of our stakeholders, including the students and the province's schools at large. So I've got this copy of my paper, and I'm going to use a tool called NotebookLM. It's a Google application to create my short video. Now, there's other AI-based video generating tools that you could use. ChatGPT can do it. There's tools like Midjourney, things like that. I would avoid those, and I'd recommend that your students avoid them because they are large language models. They're sort of in the wild on the web, and they may draw data from sources beyond your own work to help in their creation of the video. Notebook LM, on the other hand, will only draw from what information I put into it. So I've got this paper, and I'm going to go to Notebook LM here. I've created a notebook, a project for it. And this paper, a copy of this paper, a PDF copy, is the only source that I've put in this bucket, so to speak. So right away, it creates a summary of what I've uploaded and some of the questions that were looked at in it. So what I did was I used the video overview tool here. They also have audio overviews. You can create mind maps, infographics, slide decks, things like that. But I'm going to use the video overview tool, and I gave it this prompt, which was to create a short 5 to 6 minute summary of this research project, discussing what prompted the research, what questions were explored, and what the researchers learned about the efficacy and impacts of alternative pathways to teacher certification. Okay, I gave NotebookLM that prompt, and it created this video here for me. Nice video, 6 minutes and 13 seconds long, so not too long. I'm not going to play the video here. I will post a link for that on my blog along with a copy of this video that I'm recording right now. But when I was done with that, I downloaded the video in MP4 format. So you have that option here to download it. Just going to do that right now. And it's got the video downloaded for me in my downloads folder. All right. Normally, what I would recommend for my instructional design students is to upload that MP4 then to YouTube to share it on your website or in your courses. And there's a number of reasons for that, technical reasons, digital accessibility reasons, resource management. I'm not going to get into all of those now. The problem for my applied research students is that uploading it to YouTube and sharing it that way does technically violate the spirit of their Section 6 exemption under the province's research ethics guidelines. So, to avoid that issue, we're only going to share this video with our classmates. I have set up a Google Drive folder for doing that. So I'm going to upload that MP4 here into Google Drive, and it will take a moment to upload that video. Okay, that is done. And actually, I'm going to drop this under my Rob's example folder here now, so students don't get this confused with other students' examples of videos that they upload later in the term. So I've got the video in here. I can open it up to view it. Now, in order to make sure that I'm meeting those digital accessibility requirements when sharing this video with my classmates, I need to make sure I have closed captions. Google Drive doesn't automatically do that, but they do have an option for that now. Once you've uploaded your video, simply click on the three dots here, click on Manage Tracks, Manage Caption Tracks, Generate Automatic Captions, and it will take a few moments to do that. So I will let that run. And then to share this video with my class, well, we've got it in our shared folder here now, but I also have a discussion forum set up for the end of the course. You just need to click on the three dots here for the video, click on share, copy the link, make sure your sharing settings are correct so that anyone with the link can view it in this case. Copy that link, and you're going to paste that link into the discussion forum. Now your classmates can watch your video summary, and you haven't violated any of those important privacy and information storage requirements within our jurisdiction here in Nova Scotia. So there you have it, an ethical example of using an AI tool to create a course video presentation. It's ethical because it's only drawing on the work that you have already done and you've already spent all term working on. So this is your own words. It's not drawing from other sources. It's not plagiarizing anything. And of course, we're also not publishing and sharing that work in the wild.